All right, guys, we're going to have another lesson. We're going to talk today about modeling division. Our essential question is, how can we use the strategy acted out to solve problems with equal groups? We've already done problems with equal groups for multiplication. Now we're going to look at problems for equal groups with division. So we're going to use division to solve work problems. Let's get started. Let's look at this problem. Sue is having a party. She has 16 cups. She puts them into 2 equal stacks. How many cups are in each stack? Well, guys, you know, the first thing we need to do, like on our constructive response, is we need to figure out what is the question asking us to find. So we need to decide, let's look. What's the question asking? How many cups are in each stack? So on your constructive response, that's what you would write. How many cups are in each stack? Excuse the handwriting. In each stack. All right, now we need to pull out what information are we going to use? What information is the most important information to use? Well, that's when we always look at our what? Our numbers. So let's pull out the numbers. We have 16 and 2. So in this problem, what is this 16 referring to? 16 is for the cups. She has 16, so 16 equals the number of cups she has, and the 2 is equal to how many stacks that she puts them in. So we need to think about how we're going to model this problem now. If we know that we have a total of 16 cups, and then the cups have to be put in 2 equal stacks, how many cups are in each stack? All right, well, let's make a model for the stacks. Okay, so I'm going to use my 2 circles here. This is going to be the first stack, and this is going to be the second stack. So you could also draw 2 circles to show your stacks. Now, I'm going to use my pencil, and I'm going to model the problem. She puts them in 2 equal stacks, so I'm going to take those 16 cups, and I'm going to share them equally between each stack. So I'm going to stack 1 here, 1 here. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Am I done? Nope. 15, 16. Have I shared out all 16 cups? Yes. So now let's count how many cups are in each stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cups in that stack. And let's count the other stack. Are they equal groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are there 8 in that stack? Yep, there's 8 in that stack. So we have 2 equal groups, and there are 8 in each group. So does this answer our question? Yes, the question was how many cups are in each stack? And we know that there are 8 cups in each stack. Remember to label, no naked numbers. Okay, let's look at another problem. Antonio bought 18 party favors. He gave 2 favors to each of the children at his party. How many children were at Antonio's party? So again, we need to find what is the question asking us to find. So we underline the question and we would rewrite it on our paper. How many children were at Antonio's party? Do any of our numbers give us that? No, because that's what it's asking. So we're looking for the number of children, and we always write down what the question is asking. You rewrite the whole question. What information are we going to use? Now we're going to look at our numbers. So let's look. We have the number 18, and then we have the number 2. In our problem, 18 is equal to the number of party favors, the total number of favors. The number 2 is equal to how many favors each of the children got. 2 is the number of favors for each kid. Okay? 2 is the number of favors each child got. 18 is the number of total favors. It's asking how many children were at the party. If each child got 2 favors, we should be able to figure that out. So we're going to look at our model here. We know how many total party favors he had, so let's go ahead and put out the total party favors. Let's count out. How many are we going to count out? 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll keep counting. Now that we have 18 party favors, trust me, we have 18 party favors out, we can group them and pass them out to the kids. So I'm going to use my pen and I'm going to group them into groups of what? How many party favors did each kid get? We know how many they got, so let's group them in groups of 2. One kid got 2 here. Here's a group of 2. Here's a group of 2. So we're going to keep grouping them in groups of 2 because every kid got 2 party favors. Once I've done that with all 18, I should be able to figure out how many kids were at Antonio's party by counting the number of groups. So here's a group, here's a kid, here's a kid, here's a kid. That's 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids, 7, 8, and 9. Now I know that there were 9 children at Antonio's party, at the party. And that's my answer. So my since statement would be, since Antonio had 18 party favors and he gave 2 favors to each child, if I divide 18 by 2, I get the number of children at his party. 18 divided by 2 equals 9. 9 children at the party. So let's look at our essential question one last time. How can we use the strategy acted out to solve problems with equal groups? Sometimes we know the number of groups, sometimes we know the number in each group, but we don't know the number of groups. Either way, you need to make sure that you are acting out the problems on the paper. Think of real life. Draw circles, draw dots, draw squares, do whatever you need to do, but act it out on the paper to keep yourself on track. So let's practice.